Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt with 1836 Property Management in beautiful Austin, Texas. We're coming to you today with our weekly update. It is the 5th of December, 2017. Big news we have for you this month is self-showing boxes. So we're going to dedicate our couple minutes we have today to discussing these. So you're going to wonder, what is a self-showing box, right? And how is this scary for me as a landlord? How is this scary for me as a tenant? So first thing I want to say is these are only used on unoccupied, vacant properties. They cannot be used on occupied properties. They can, but we don't want to do it. It gets a little sketchy about scheduling and things like that, so we're not going to do that. These have been around approximately 5 years or more, and across the nation, property managers have been buying into their service, I would say in good numbers for probably 3 years, and it's been increasing. We as a company have decided multiple years ago we just weren't ready to adopt these. We believed in the technology, but we didn't think the consumer was ready. When I say consumer, I mean landlord, not tenant. The tenants love these, but the landlord's a little sketchy. So we let it go out a couple years to see what the marketplace came back with, if there was problems, issues, fraud, things like that. Resoundingly, statistically, across the entire nation, it's been a really positive response. So what do these do for you, and what do they permit? As a landlord, your objective is to get qualified tenants into your house. Well, maybe our objective on your behalf, but you want to get those people in your house that can afford the house, that qualify for it, that have the right number of pets, the right credit, etc. So if it's Sunday night at 6 o'clock and they drive by your house and they go, wow, I want to see that property, they're going to call on the sign, they're going to get a voicemail. The next day, maybe somebody gets back to them, has a discussion with them. Oh, it's a salesperson. You know, I'm a millennial. I really don't want to deal with a salesperson. Well, I've also got to go to work. I can't schedule. Okay, so days have passed. At this point, your property's sitting vacant at the clip of about $75 a day on average, with utilities, mortgage, taxes, etc. So how do we get those guys in? Well, nobody's going to drive out there on short notice. And for a lot of these properties, let's be real honest, depending on the marketplace, including Austin, agents don't even want to show them. They don't want to get stood up by tenants. They don't want to drive to Egypt to go show a property. And the money is not there. It's flat just not there. Their compensation for showing these properties after they pay the broker and the tax man is barely covering their gas. The only reason that they're going to do it is to build a database of people, which is a long way to go to build a database. And those tenants may simply just leave town again and not even buy from them. So we've still got to get your property leased. How do we do that? Well, these self-showing boxes will enable tenants to see the property themselves if they're qualified and meet certain criteria at Sunday at 6 o'clock or Monday at 10 a.m. There's no appointment needed, and the process goes something like this. The tenant's actually going to call into a number, get more information about the property. Then they're going to answer some questions to determine if they qualify or not. If they've got 4 pets and this property doesn't permit any, it won't provide them access. They also have to upload a valid government ID online through their smartphone, as well as some of them require credit cards. So we have not only a form of payment if something goes wrong, but we also have a valid ID that's verified to make sure that we know who's going in that property. They answer the list of questions. If they qualify, they get a unique code for them. It's only good for that day, so they can't keep going back. They can't bring their friends the next day. And it records when they entered the property every single time. It also starts text messaging them for follow-up and feedback while they're in the property, so that you as an owner can actually get feedback, which is kind of abnormal because agents don't really give it. Honestly, they don't make enough to want to give it or have the time. So if the tenant's in there and it texts them and it says, what do you think? Then they'll be glad to respond to you. That's all aggregated in one source now, which is automatically sent to owners weekly. We always go over every Tuesday, every available property with our company and discuss any listings with owners that are available so that they have an update on what's going on with their property. But a lot of companies do not do that. They just go, we've got you covered, don't call us. And so this will actually enable the system to automatically update the owners with the feedback on our behalf and speed up the process of providing that feedback for owners. So the tenant gets in, they see the property, they want to apply. They can actually start the online application at home as soon as they get to a laptop or from their mobile device if they wanted to kind of suffer through a small screen. But it gets them immediately into that house. So for owners, it reduces vacancy time. That is the big thing. Millennials don't want to be sold. They don't want to talk to people. They don't want to schedule appointments. They want in now. And their time is limited. So you're either going to deliver it to them or the next house down the street will, and they may like yours better, but they just couldn't get in and they had to make a decision. So you've got to be available for them around the clock. Now, this does turn off at certain hours of the night because nobody needs to get in the house at 2 a.m., even with a valid ID. But we can set those and change those, and we have some general characteristics we use for our company. Big thing is that you're going to get more people in your property quicker and have much more feedback, and it's going to be great for the people that do want to apply and do want to see it. So those that don't want to apply, go into a pool. We can actually share some more information with them about other available properties. So if you're with our company, they'll actually get your listing, even maybe if you didn't meet their criteria on the front side, you may meet it in some other way, and we can stay in touch with them on a longer basis. So this is one of the things that's out there in the marketplace. We are enabling this. We got some training on it over the last couple of weeks. We're putting these out in the field. Now, the big question, let's be honest, there's an elephant in the room here. Owners want to know, are these people going to tear up my house? Are they going to steal from me? Oh my goodness. Well, let me let you know that contrary to your gut instinct, I've been doing this over a decade, and I can tell you that if anybody wants to harm you or your house, they're not going to go upload an ID, get a code, go through a process, and deal with the entire headache of that system to go steal the microwave or refrigerator or anything else. We know who they are. We can tell when they've been there. So when the police come, that's exactly where they're going. Thieves will simply wait, show up at 2 a.m., kick in the back door, and take the refrigerator or the HVAC system. So these are not the people that are causing problems. Those are the vandals who are driving up right off the freeway and breaking in the door. It's just two different sets of people. Statistically, it's not the same people, and we've had 0 incidents of damage to my knowledge from all my friends across the nation that are using these. There's 3 companies. The one we use is Tenant Turner. There are a couple others out there. If we can do anything to help you get your property rented, give us a call. We're here in Austin, Texas, 1836 Property Management, 512-994-4323. Thanks for the long-winded video today, and thanks for staying with us during it. We hope to serve you here in Austin. Bye-bye.